Let's all just be honest. Elden Ring Night Rain is going to flop. Elden Ring may have done well back in 2022 when the pandemic was still going on, but we are years removed from that now, and that boom in interest that entertainment received back then is done. I have played the Souls games, and I could say as a fact that they're pretty much the action-adventure equivalent of Call of Duty. In fact, if you enjoy Elden Ring and are looking forward to Night Rain, you will probably love Assassin's Creed Shadows because both of those games are looking like they're on the same level of quality. And it's a fair comparison because both games love remaking the same game over and over again. Even worse, Elden Ring was literally copy and paste the game. And I can't make this up, but Night Rain is literally just going to be an asset flip of a game that is nothing but reused assets from their previous games. They even showed off their reuse of the Nameless King, a boss from DS3 that you'll be able to fight in Night Rain. I would normally use Elden Ring gameplay to talk about the game on YouTube, but why would I play a terrible, low-quality asset flip of a game? My agenda is simple. Like, subscribe, and comment your agreements with the facts I say in this video, because I say the facts regardless of people's feelings. With the intro out of the way, let's get to business. The first reason Night Rain will flop is because of the lack of difficulty settings. Not everyone is as gifted as I am at video games. And because of that, most people will not be able to properly play this piece of crap in the making. Games should be made for everyone, so the fact that Souls games do not let you do something as basic as change the difficulty of the game is really an indictment of the quality of the game. Again, not everyone is as gifted and good as me. They can't find a way to persevere through a game despite the near impossible challenge of it all. And a little advice, if you're having a rough time at the game, I suggest Rivers of Blood, or any sort of bleed build. And lots of summoning, because otherwise, it's impossible to play this piece of crap. Also, why do these games not have a pause button? Every game except Souls games have a pause button. Does FromSoft realize that things happen in life, and sometimes people need to stop playing the game to deal with emergencies? From Software needs to add more accessibility options like difficulty settings, a pause button, and better options in general to help the average gamer out. In my opinion, one reason is good enough why Elden Ring Night Rain will flop. But some people are kind of slow and want more evidence. So the next reason Elden Ring Night Rain will flop is because Elden Ring literally is just a worse version of Skyrim. I can understand why FromSoft decided to copy Bethesda Game Studios and make their own version of Skyrim. That game is one of the most successful games of all time, and it is so good that Bethesda keeps re-releasing it every chance they can. The difference between the games, though, is Skyrim is actually good, where Elden Ring literally tried to copy Skyrim, but ended up making Skyrim light instead. Skyrim has better combat, world building, world exploration, lore, and unlike the Souls games, Skyrim actually has a story. No one could say what the story even is in any of the Souls games, because they are made without a story. And if you need a lore YouTuber to spoon feed you bits and pieces of info from item descriptions, then that's not a real story. Also, the netcode in FromSoft games is god awful, and it makes me wonder why they even have multiplayer in any of their games. And at least Bethesda Game Studios can make their multiplayer game Fallout 76 work. This will be the last reason I give to the slow people on why Elden Ring Night Rain is going to flop, and that is because the formula is stale and played out. I compared Elden Ring to Call of Duty earlier because both games keep re-releasing the same game over and over. With those things said, the biggest difference between Call of Duty and Souls is that the Call of Duty series will still be relevant 5 years from now, because Activision knows how to adapt to market trends, and they are just a superior gaming company compared to FromSoft. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Dark Souls, but they haven't done anything new with the Souls series since the game was released back in 2011. Elden Ring Night Rain is literally just going to be a worse version of Elden Ring, and Elden Ring is literally Skyrim Lite. So if you want a game that is Elden Ring but better, go play Skyrim. With all that said, it should be extremely obvious why Elden Ring Night Rain is going to flop, and you should be thankful that I made the video. Because no one is willing to tell you how it is like I will. So with that said, you're welcome I made the video, and...
I'm sorry, sir. It's time for you to leave.